the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Live to trade another day, live to trade another day, live to make another play. Win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Is it the bottom yet? I'm tryna buy up everything, not gon' get upset, just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future up early, just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do, buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna, cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams, wake up in mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money.
You win some, you lose some,
but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money, scared money don't make no money. You win some.
All right, getting everyone in the game here. All right, everyone's popping in. What's going on? Make sure you are letting yourselves be known in the chat. Welcome back to the live stream. Welcome back to Dano Crypto. On this channel and on this live stream, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. Is it the bottom yet? Because I'm trying to buy up everything and I'm not going to get upset. I'm just going to pull that trigger and let it bang. When we see a trade, we're going to pop in like an Uber to secure our future up early, up just like a rooster. I love this song. It's so good. Like, it's stuck in my head now forever. I will always like know those verses because it's just perfect. I love it. So yeah, shout out to Crown Chakra. We will actually link that song in the chat here so you guys can bump that when you're feeling super bullish. But welcome, guys. You're already doing the thing. You're already doing what is necessary. You're here, and you're also hitting the like button. That's what we have to do. But make sure you let me know if my microphone sounds okay. Does my microphone sound okay? Does the camera look good? Does everything look good? Well, we are going to still keep the focus here on the Trump media investment, the Treasury. I think this is bigger than you guys are maybe realizing. It's maybe even bigger than what I'm realizing. The fact of the matter is that $6.4 billion investment into Crow is basically, like, if you think about the market cap of Crow right now, just as like the chain, the market cap is at 10 billion. So it's like it's like almost the valuation of the currency alone, and it's pretty wild. So it's a big investment. So we are going to still, focus on this. We're going to look at the Crow chart. We're going to see the potential of where it could go, and we're going to correlate this with an overall breakdown and thesis for altcoins going into Q4, and how this is going to I think, drive more sentiment into certain protocols, and we'll kind of see what we can speculate those protocols to be. I think it will have a lot to do with stablecoin minting. So I think where we see most of the value in the stablecoins and that liquidity going into blockchain, we got to figure out what chains are going to be used. And so that could be the easiest trades that we could take right now, is to say, well, okay, if Arbitrum is going to be used by Robinhood, and then also Arbitrum is being used by Wyoming for stablecoins. All right, cool. So maybe be bullish Arbitrum. You could go and say, all right, well, USD1 is the Trump World Liberty Financial stablecoin that's going to be available on all these different trading platforms to be used as liquidity. And so then you think about, okay, well, where is USD1 being minted? And then you go and look on the World Liberty Financial wallet and you see, oh, dang, they're minting USD1 on ETH and Binance Smart Chain. And this is pretty fascinating. So I see that now there's $208 million, almost getting close to $250 million of stablecoin minted on Binance Smart Chain. And so then you're starting to see the value of BNB, how recently it went up. And so you see the nature of how when we get the stablecoin liquidity coming into the chain, then you start to get the pumpage. But this is what's happened with that, news and the investment into the Crow ecosystem. It basically it crushed into this channel. And we were charting this thing, and we've been charting it for a while. And we said, look, any altcoin that is essentially kind of in this range, it's kind of it's tested up a few times during euphoric periods. Like, for instance, all of this is relative to ETH, which is great. So it helps to signify why we needed Ethereum strength to really even have people be bullish altcoins in general, and why it would even be even fair to say that we would be going into an altcoin season. But now that we've seen ETH wake up and the bears were completely in shambles and in shock, we start to see now that we're getting back. We're altcoin season is not a dream. It's a reality. So, but it was all based on ETH. So, but coins like this are heavily connected with the sentiment of ETH. Crow, ENA. We've recently seen ENA, which also has a stable coin, the USDE, which is getting in competition with market cap to really push up close to USDT and USDC with stable coins. It's pretty bullish. So if you're a person that is bullish altcoins, you're happy with everything that's happening right now, especially with the news of Chainlink being implemented with the recent data that came out that was, where is it? I had it saved. Where's the Chainlink? Where's the Chainlink bullish news? Is it here? Where the heck did it go? Yeah, Chainlink. Let's just type in Chainlink and just be like latest, because it's all over the place. It was the Department of Commerce. I think that's what it was. Where's the, let's just go to Chainlink's main. Let's just go to Chainlink. Here it is. U.S. Department of Commerce partners with Chainlink to bring government macroeconomic data on chain. So, hey, so thumbs up, Sergey. So is partnering, yep, commerce data on chain, a first of its kind move that sent the Link token surging over 5%. So Link was already pumping. Because we had the other bullish news of a Link treasury being set up, and here's the deal. Look what just happened with Crow, and it was in a very similar. It was in very similar channel. It was in a very similar channel. You can see it was like tested up to a high, broke down, and then we pushed up to another high, broke down, double bottom, and then boom, it just went flying. So here is Chainlink. And you look and you're like, dang, that looks so similar. Holy crap. Look at that. Look at that. Went up high, went down, tested another high, double bottom, and then kapowski, right up to $50, baby. I think that's where we're going. So we could just see a break to at least the order block here of like $38, $40. That's the previous resistance. If you see it right here, we'll kind of get a little bit more, you know, there's the previous resistance of a double top from 2021 previous bull market, you know, all-time high or test of the double top down, or here was the actual all-time high was $52. Really interesting. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will. So my daughter just brought me this. She said, show them. Said, I will. It's a bit. She drew a Bitcoin on a side duck. Because we're like, Psy Bitcoin. Thank you. That's awesome. That's so funny. Yeah, she's super bullish Bitcoin. She knows about Bitcoin. But yeah, this is cool. So we're actually getting some really good action here. Like this is what I've been, so any altcoin chart that looks like this, I'm like, I need to buy it. I need to buy it. But buying $25 Chainlink is great because it's like one of those things that you are getting a nice, like just a clean 2x. Just a clean 2x up to previous all-time highs, and then everything that's, you know, leading up. The Link Marines too, I will tell you, this is why Chainlink I think is interesting, because the Link Marines are almost as stubborn as Bitcoin maxis and XRP army holders. They really are. Link Marines are like, I will hold my Chainlink until 150. I will do it. I will, and like, I will wear this Link armor forever. And and so I like that though. It's like, that's the kind of coin you want to hold, is you have like these like just, you know, delusional holders that are willing to hold through the pain. That's why I like ticker Bitcoin, because some of the ticker Bitcoin holders, like they have done ridiculous irresponsible stuff. They didn't sell at any of the tops, held it to the bottom, rode it up to the top. I mean, there's ticker Bitcoin holders that I know that did not sell any. I mean, they were just like I didn't know what to do. That's been me. Like I just keep buying and I don't sell. So, but you have to have some coins that are like that, and that's kind of what I've done with Crow. Crow, I was just buying. I was like, let me get more Crow. I felt really ridiculous for selling certain amounts of Crow in the past. And then so I was like, look, I need to just buy some. I need to get a little bag of Crow, and now I don't regret it, and also I locked it up. I can't sell it. I can't sell it until January. That's what's great about if you really actually want to lock up your stuff and make yourself like forced into not being able to sell. Just lock it up permanently to where you literally can't do it because it's locked. I have my Crow locked for 130 days. 130 days is left over in this staking, and I then will be able to do whatever in January, which I think is hilarious. That forces me to just have a bag that I can look at, but I can't touch it. Okay, so Chainlink, I think if you just compare it with what happened with Crow, very similar chart. We're just trading up into a channel. You see the Wyckoff accumulation happen on the weekly distribution, boom, and then they bring it down, bring it right back up. And it's not a bad thing. Like I went and said on JChain's channel, they were talking about Solana in comparison with Solana to Bitcoin to ETH and all that stuff. I was like, just pull up the Sol BTC chart. Pull up the Sol BTC chart, and then let's talk about that. And we could that would actually reveal to you what was happening in the chart was Wyckoff, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's like it's kind of a good thing, because it just shows you that big money is accumulating, and they're also selling, but then it's just a way for them to just redistribute the chart and just reaccumulate again to push up to previous all-time highs, because they can't run it up from here all the way back up, because then they would have a massive crash and then it just wouldn't happen. So what's happening here is it's a nice, slow, steady build, and it gets distributed across the timeline here, which is from the beginning of the year, in January, going up, Trump pump, boom, go down, redistribution, and now we're pushing it back up to the previous bull market all-time high. And you can do this analysis with any of these altcoins. Same thing. And two, to signify the bullishness, you have this wave, you have this this EMA wave. If we're trading above the green line and we're holding strong, then the uptrend is good, then we're bullish. You can also use that as an indication, because that's what's happened with Chainlink here. As you see the wave, we started trading, we bullish crossed, MACD bullish cross here on the bottom, and now we're in bullish territory. So that's why that altcoin season indicator is kind of flashing. And any of the charts that you've been able to DCA and get some accumulation into trading channels like this is amazing, because then also whenever you start to get SOL pushing back up, breaking out of this cup and handle pattern, then we will be bullish on alts that are connected into that ecosystem, whether it be Ethereum and Solana. And then you can kind of go down the pipe and think, okay, then that means we could potentially be bullish Polygon or any of the layer 2s, layer 1s, stuff like that. Recently, we've been talking about how we wanted to focus on very specifically Orca, Jupiter, and Radium, and all these tokens are doing well. Orca's doing well, Jupiter's doing well, Radium is doing well, all Solana ecosystem tokens, as well as Zeus being the Bitcoin DeFi on Solana. So it's like, if you wanted to build a bag of Solana ecosystems with like hitting kind of a lot of different sectors, you would be like, okay, let me get some Sol, Zeus, Radium, Jupiter, Orca. And then if you're wanting to bet on NFTs and the strongest NFT brand right now, and just an IP brand in crypto, Pingu is on Solana. So then you can kind of just go from there. Recently, Pingu, if we're looking at the chart, we haven't charted that in a little while, but that's been something that really just has taken off. Basically pushed up to its all-time high, because this all-time high was a big wick. If you look at the wick, this thing, it wicked up pretty fast, and then it tried to push up. So technically it pushed up right to its all-time high, 4 cents, about close to 5 cents. And then that was perfectly timed around the Trump dump, which was right after the election. We had tariff scares, we had war, we had just all this stuff happening, just terrible stuff. And so it was just kind of like that was the altcoin, 100% dip. And so this, amongst other things, have been the only, just a few basket of stuff that's been able to push all-time highs out of that dump and go back up and test some of those levels. So yeah, Pingu's looking pretty strong. They just recently painted up one of the racing cars. I can't remember specifically. I think it was one of the NASCAR cars, because they sponsored NASCAR. That's one of the other partnerships that they've done. So they wrapped a famous racer's car. Recently, Dogecoin did this too for one of the F2 races or F1 races. So crypto is definitely kind of trying to brand into a lot of the high dollar events, whether it be like the boat races. I know Brett did a boat race in Monaco. That's off the top of my head. I'm just kind of thinking about branding and advertisement, and that's just kind of what you have to do. You have to get your brand and get people's eyes on your brand, and get people to think that, oh, there's a token, I can invest in a piece of this thing. And that's kind of how Dogecoin ended up really getting its kind of like, retail network effect, partly because of Wall Street bets and the Reddit community, but then combined with Elon Musk and that euphoria, it pushed Doge into freaking crazy parabolic territory. So this is what I think could be happening and could happen with a few different tokens. You know, it's not going to happen with every token. You know, there will be a token and maybe a few. 1, 2, I don't know how many it's going to be. Maybe it could be 5 tokens. But there is going to be a token that ends up like just going insane. Very similar to what happened here with Dogecoin. You know, I mean, just it was insane. I mean, look at the from 2021, like what happened here. I mean, you kind of don't really understand sometimes the scope of like what actually freaking happened. I mean, Dogecoin went up 13,000%. It's crazy, you know? So there will be tokens that do this. I have my guess on what tokens are going to be doing this. Like, I think Pepe still has a very, very good chance of like breaking into like the Dogecoin level market cap where we're getting into 20 billion, like above 20 billion into the 40 billion region. I think ticker Bitcoin also, because of the nature of just this channel, just this trading channel that happens, I think there's no reason why ticker Bitcoin hadn't already hit $1 billion. But I'm thankful that with something like this, you were given another opportunity. You know, you see, like you can buy the bottom, and I can pull up a bunch of different coins that are popular coins that are in that region right now that you'd have to kind of just like say, hey, all right, this is the time. It's the DCA time. But I think ticker Bitcoin could be one of those things that could surprise the heck out of people. And just, you know, yeah, $1 billion. Like there's a lot of people that are obviously wanting to sell at $1. And that's the same with Dogecoin. Dogecoin, a lot of people. I mean, imagine, when, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when Dogecoin hits $1. Who muted? Did someone mute you, Ozzy? Did you get muted? I don't know. What? No, I don't think you got muted. I don't know. I don't have any. I don't even think. Is there any moderators in the chat right now? No, you're good. No, yeah, ticker. See, I have a bunch of coins. There's actually coins that I think are going to do amazing, and I don't hold any of them. You know, I mean, there's like Floki. I think Floki's going to destroy. I think Floki's probably going to still surprise the crap out of everyone again. Like, and then people are going to be like, what the heck? Like, and I don't have Floki. People always complain about liquidity and all that stuff and like scams and rug pulls. And I'm like, dang it, you could have just bought another, like a actual solid Doge derivative. That's what I think is so funny is like we get so distracted by all this new stuff or like the trenches or the Solana Cabal celebrity coin, whatever rug pull scam. And we have here something that looks as beautiful as Floki. And then you got Chainlink over here building, just constantly building. They just don't care about the FUD. They don't care about your meme coin. They're just over here building. Chainlink just building. And I want to go back to I don't care what it is that you're bullish on, but just narrow it down and then just start getting some size into it and don't get so distracted. Yes, there's going to be new stuff, but that's not for you, right? That's for the other guy. You know what you like. That's what I at least have to tell myself. It helps me so much more to dial in on like what I believe in. Like for instance, if you've watched my channel long enough, you know I've been bullish on Crow. You know for a fact I've been bullish Crow. I've made videos on Crow. They've been some of my best performing videos talking about crypto.com 3 years ago. And because it's one of the ecosystems, at least in the app portion, that I understand a little bit and have followed since 2021. That's also a reason why I've been bullish on XYO for so long because it's something that I've followed since 2021. And I feel like it's one that, while there's a lot of projects that came out around the same time, a lot of those are gone and they're just non-existent, and XYO still exists, and they still, like, they're getting listed on major exchanges. They're building their own thing. So I'm like, cool. I'm glad I followed this one. This one, it seems like a nice long-term hold for me. And same with Ticker Bitcoin. Ticker Bitcoin, Pepe, and Wojak for me are the meme coins that I discovered like after Doge. So like Dogecoin, obviously, and all those were the first meme coins that I got exposure to. But then when I went into the next like level up, this is what I saw first. This is what's so fascinating. Like, this is what I saw. Like, so after Doge and SHIB, it was like, this is what came to me first. And I'm very happy that this is what I saw first, because it's still what I love today. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Teninu, for a lot of obvious reasons of just the mashup of like, like 10 years of my teenage years, my childhood, or, just like certain eras all blended in and mashed up together into one. But also it's just funny. And the ticker's Bitcoin. I mean, you can't beat it. And then Pepe and Wojak coming around the same time, just signaling like a massive, massive run and a sentiment into meme coins to make meme coins great again was Pepe. So, this portfolio is kind of like mimics mine. So technically, like, yes, this is kind of like a representation of like what I like, basically what I want to hold, and then add in the pulse chain stuff. So like basically all these coins, and some are smaller balances, some are higher. Like I don't have so I have like a lot. So for instance, like I have way more like ETH, Crow, and Ticker Bitcoin than I do and XYO than I do, say, like Dogecoin or Nakamoto Games. So this portfolio is what I'm trying to focus on for me. But this is a great portfolio, and I'd like to use this as an example to guide people into certain narratives. And it doesn't, so like for instance, like for me, crypto gaming, I've gone very simple. Immutable, Medieval Empires, Nakamoto Games. And I just want to DCA those, try and get as much coins as I can, and then just like wait for the inevitable rotation that I think is going to happen into these ecosystems. Because these are usually like the second to last ecosystem, and then it's like the memes and the crazy stuff, and then it's bye-bye, lights out, possible bear market for a year or two, who knows. But there is a rotation. We know there to be a rotation. So I want to have all the coins that eventually just get rotated into. I think there's going to be a big rotation into ETH meme coins, like Pepe, Wojak, Ticker Bitcoin. I think Dogecoin's just like for the culture. You just want to have some Dogecoin. You don't want to be that crypto guy that when Dogecoin hits $1 and someone asks you, well, do you have some Dogecoin? And you have to like be honest with them and be like, no, I don't. And you got to walk away and cry. You don't want to do that. So there's certain things that you do have to hold for the culture. It's just like when Pepe hits $40 billion and someone asks, well, did you buy the frog? And you're like, no, I was a smarty pants and someone told me to buy Hedera Hashgraph and build up a portfolio of utility tokens. So Brett also, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be too smart. You don't want to be too much of a smarty pants. You do have to, this is why I love, actually this portfolio is great, because it's like, I realize the significance of possibly, you know, also holding Brett. And maybe, and I don't want to be like, I know Ponky sometimes was a little bit forced, but I still like it. I still like their shorts. They're very, you know, I was really bullish Ponky, but it was real. It wasn't. I actually liked it. It wasn't because someone was telling me to like it. I was just like, oh, well, this is fun, and I discovered it on my own way back in the Radium token list. I remember seeing the monkey and I was like, oh, that's funny. Kind of looks like a Pepe, like a monkey Pepe. And that's why I liked it. And so I don't know. That's what's cool about some of the memes that I do like. Same thing with Brett. I was like, oh, I found Brett I found on my own. I didn't have anyone force it on me. I didn't see Crashius Clay you know, video and be like, oh, now I should be bullish Brett because Crash said so. No, if you guys watch this channel long enough, I was telling you, hey, I found something that's with this boys club narrative and it's Brett and it's on Base, and Base just came out and it seems like it's bullish. Could be Coinbase's mascot. I was saying this freaking forever ago. So I have my reasons, you know. I have my reasons for some of these meme coins. But yeah, I think it's a solid bag. I think this is a solid portfolio, and it's kind of a direct representation of what I'm trying to focus on. It's got a little bit of the DEX protocols in there, like I said, like the main one being Orca. I think and I'll show you why. Like the chart on Orca looks so good. Like it really does look good. It's going to be one of those that I think is going to give me one of those candles that I just saw on Crow, where it's just going to go wapow. And that's going to be one of those like 1000% coin moves to the upside. But we're all dubious speculators, so I get it. We're all dubious speculators, but look, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking. That's what I'm looking for the Orca chart. But guys, thanks for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We got past 10 likes. Let's go. I would love to end the stream on 20 likes or more. That would be super cool. And also, if you guys would consider becoming a member of the channel, because then you get to post these really cool emojis. Also, you would help me to get access to make more emojis. So the more members that I have of the channel, I get access to stuff too. It's like they unlock the doors. They give me the key and I can start to customize stuff even more. So with the less than a price of a candy bar now, I mean, you can't even get a Kit Kat for more, you know, for less than, you know, $4 or something like that. So if you want to become a member and do your part, that would be super, super cool. All right, so let's kind of go through a little bit of the news here. Basically, we have with the, you know, big partnering with the US government using Chainlink to put, you know, economic data on chain. This is all was I think the basis of crypto signage and cryptography was to be able to do digital messages and signages through contracts using the blockchain. Whether you wanted to be private or not private, or mostly the whole point was to have a kind of like a peer-to-peer private signage transaction, whether it be with a coin like Bitcoin, and be able to put messages through it. And so this is what Chainlink is doing. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. So speaking of Crash, you know, he's super bullish Pepe too. He thinks Pepe is going to crush it. And then his price target is going off basically the trend line, that same trend line that we have for Pepe. You know, we kind of said, look, it's very, very, very similar trend line. And if you want to even just kind of, if you want to go off, I kind of go off this one because that's like that first initial pump. I'm going mainly off of this trend, going from the particular bottom here, and it leads up to about 17 to 20 billion, breaking that all-time high. But I'm definitely there with them. is that things often look their ugliest right before they look amazing, especially on Pepe. And I have seen this too, and I've attributed this with ticker Bitcoin as well. If you haven't gotten used to that pattern now, you haven't spent enough time watching Pepe over the last years. And I would say I 100% agree. That's why, and especially you can see the double bottom patterns. Like here you go, boom, boom, double bottom, run to the upside, you get a bit of a consolidation and it kind of turns into kind of this like descending pattern. Boom. You see it right here, double bottom, see top right here, descending pattern, hits that support. You can see previous support right here, previous support, boom. You can see previous support right here, previous support right here, boom. What does that bring us to? 0.001. 0.001, you look at that chart and you look at the price, 0.001, where does that bring you to, my friends? What does that bring us to, baby dolls? That's 1,000% move to the upside. And you don't think it's possible. You don't believe enough. You don't have enough belief. But okay, so BlackRock is bullish ETH. They're bullish ETH, and if you're buying Pepe and buying strong ETH meme coins, all you're doing is just betting that ETH is strong, and you want more upside potential against ETH. Because then if you weren't buying those, you would just buy ETH and just stack ETH. But what we're doing is front running the major moves in liquidity for ETH from the institutions. That's why we're buying these things. So it's not because we're dumb. It's because we are actually doing something smart here. While you could make it so, make it so difficult for yourself, or you can just say, okay, BlackRock's buying billions of dollars of ETH, hauling ETH. World Liberty Financial and the Trump team are hauling ETH. The Tom Lees out there for their treasuries are hauling ETH. And you want to listen to someone on crypto Twitter that's like 25 and is like, yeah, I think ETH's topped out. I think ETH's topped out. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna go down to 1,500 again. Okay. We're going to look at the Google trends here. The past 12 months, we've only had 2 spikes of interest. Trump I don't know what this spike is. Oh, yeah. So I did. Yes. BitBoy is back. I was like, oh my gosh. And so yeah, BitBoy. I haven't seen any well, he has me blocked on X. So I would hope he unblocks me. Oh, is he live right now? Oh, I can tell him right now. I'm like, unblock me. Let's say, unblock me, Ben.
Here at the bottom, you have a bearish divergence between price and, I guess that's price and RSI indicator. We go here and go back and look at Bitcoin.
Yeah, so the thing that I noticed in his voice, he sounds a lot like calmer. Like he's calmer. He's not as hyper. He's not bringing anything up about any of the stuff that's like happened in the past. He's kind of just been pretty just straight like crypto, which is good. Like, but yeah, for sure, definitely. Like, I don't like whatever has happened to him. Like, where in those places that he was at, like, that will change you, and I'm sure it's affected him. And just like, yeah. So I've just been like thinking to myself, like, I want to pray for him, and I am praying for him, and I really hope that, like, I hope God has and does. No, and it's like I don't hope. I know that God has a plan for him. Because like to be someone like that, you know, you come from the bottom, you just like, you're building stuff. You built that company with TJ and all those people, had all the stuff, you know, and then just kind of like hit the arc, you know, the crypto arc of someone who like had nothing, gained it, and then lost it all, tried to get it back, did the mistress thing, lost the family, all the stuff, and it's just wild, you know. So and now he went from the complete bottom again and is now back talking, trying to do crypto. He was in a dark spot. So like, I just pray that Jesus will do something amazing, you know, and a miracle in his life, because like, yeah, redemption. And that's the thing about being a Christian is like, the thought of compassion, redemption, and grace and all that. That's like, it's not easy. It's not easy. And Jesus never said it was going to be easy to like be a Christian, you know, and do that stuff. No one ever said it was going to be easy. And if you thought following anything like that or following Jesus is going to be easy, then you don't. Then you got I don't know what, like, yeah, but I think one day you find that, you know, like, okay, I can find ways to maybe be to ease it up a little bit, but you don't want to make it too hard on yourself or learn the hard way. But yeah, so my message to BitBoy, I'm praying for you, man, and yeah, it's the best thing that you can do, you know. Don't know what else to do, you know. So that's my message to BitBoy. It gets me emotional. I don't know why. I remember when everyone was like lighting him up on the timeline, and I was just like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I was like, if anything, I was like, I feel bad. I was like, I see those pictures, and I was just like, geez, you know. I'm different. I'm not the type of person to want to kick someone like while they're down. Like, that's like, you know. It doesn't feel good, like in my soul, to do that, you know. It's not cool. Speaking of trading channels, this is another altcoin that is in a very similar channel where I'm like just waiting for that bullish pop. It takes a little bit because ETH, you know, like ETH, we're still in ETH season. We're in ETH season, but we are seeing the rotation happen. We're seeing the rotation. I think very soon, you know, we're seeing the rotation happen right now. They're loading up, and then the next stop is going to be the 1618, $5,741. That's going to be another little pop. If you think on the weekly, we're going to just be, you know, 29% up on the week, popping up to that next level, and then we'll see again the rotation. We're seeing it now rotating, you know, with Crow. We're seeing that nice bullish rotation, Crow, and you're starting to see it in real time. It's looking really, really good. It's looking good. All right, so let's see. Do we have enough people in here now? I want to do this giveaway. I want to do a giveaway. I want to do this giveaway. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it because every time we have people watching, so many people are like watching from different countries, and like I can't send anything to anyone in a different country because it literally costs like $60 to send a bag of coffee across the pond. It costs like $70. It's insane. But I want to give away some coffee, and also I have I got these really amazing Dragon Ball Z little mini stand characters. I bought a Dragon Ball Z lunchbox at Goodwill, and I opened it up, and it was filled with these. Like Gotenks, Gohan, Goku, Frieza, Vegeta. Like I was like, what? It was just a full pack of them. So 2 winners, okay? 2 winners. If there's someone, it's like, is anyone watching from the United States anymore? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, USA. But what you're gonna get, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get. You're gonna get, let's put it on a good, you're gonna get a Bean Coin sticker. And this is gonna be deep lore because Bean Coin is gonna explode. Headband's gonna help me launch it for real, since he has so much knowledge. And he's gonna be on the team. He's gonna be the advisor for Bean Coin. You're gonna Bean Coin sticker. You're gonna get 2 figures, 2 bullish figures, Dragon Ball Z, so you can feel pumped. And you'll get a bag of Bean Coin coffee. Okay. These are the last 2 bags of Bean Coin. So if you remember, we launched a little small coffee brand. We're still gonna do it, but we're just kind of still soft launching it. We haven't been going like hardcore trying to do like advertisement or anything like that. But yeah. You're going to win some coffee. This is the last batch. This is like a test batch. It's pretty decent, but we're going to be doing a new batch that I think is going to taste so much better. It's going to be an amazing batch. Like this was just an experimental batch, I would say. It does way better, I think, in an espresso. So if you're going to do this, like make an espresso, you probably get better tasting notes. That's what I noticed. With this particular batch, but this is the first ever experimental batch, so it's really cool. It's like good lore. So if you want like a piece of history here, you'll be part of the historical record of Bean Coin. So all you have to do is sign up with OURBIT. And this is in order for me to send you ticker Bitcoin, because if you win, that is also what you're going to get, is I'm going to send you $5 of ticker Bitcoin. And actually, no, I'm going to send you $10 of ticker Bitcoin because 10 Inu. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to, all you have to do is sign up with OURBIT. So the link is in the description. And real quick, I'll just go ahead and I'll link it to you real quick. Give me just a second. Here. So this is going to be the easiest contest ever for someone to win. Okay. Copy link address. Hopefully this works. Will this work? Oh my gosh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Probably not. Hold on, let me get the proper link. Give me just a second, guys. Hold on. Here we go. All right, there's the link. And I'm gonna be able to see that you signed up. And I'm going to pick out of the signups for today when they come in. I will be able to see exactly who signed up. And then what you're going to do is put your user ID, like the UI, because like whenever you sign up, you usually get like a UI, and you're gonna copy that, you're gonna put it in the Discord. Or actually, I think even better yet, we can do it on, instead of the Discord, you'll probably be able to access it faster on the X. So let's do that. So we're gonna make a post and you are gonna put your UI on that post. So giveaway post for today's giveaway. Yeah, I'll run through it again. It's super easy. So giveaway post for today's giveaway. We have the referral link, and then all you have to do is sign up today and then post in this post your UI. And I will choose 2 random winners. Now, if you do win and you're not you're not in the United States, I will still send you ticker Bitcoin. So that's like, I will still do that. But I can't send you the coffee because it will cost $70. But if you win and you're in the United States, you will be sent a bag of coffee, 2 Dragon Ball Z action figures, and a ticker and a Bean Coin sticker, and you will also receive the ticker Bitcoin. And to receive the ticker Bitcoin, once you win, we communicate and we get all that settled. You just have to send me your ticker Bitcoin address. That will be conveniently inside of the OURBIT app. So yeah, all you have to do is sign up today and then post in this poster UI, and I will choose 2 random winners. You will receive, can't spell, ticker Bitcoin, $10 worth. You will receive ticker Bean Coin. Hold on. Is it? Where's that? Where's my? Oh, that's weird. I wonder if that channel just like disappeared. Okay. 1 bag of Bean Coin coffee, 1 sticker, and 2 bullish Dragon Ball. I can't freaking spell. Dragon Ball Z figures. Boom. There you go. All right, so now we're going to copy this post here. All right, easy. All right, so we're just gonna run this for today, and then we'll announce the winner later today. But do me a favor, participate in this freaking thing. Every time we do a giveaway, we get like only like 2 people participating. So it's like every time I have people watching, and then I mention that I'm gonna do a giveaway, and then people run for the hills. I'm like, I'm not giving away a bag of crap. I don't know what just happened. It's so strange, but you know. Whatever, we're gonna still try. Man, AJ Writes Crypto just like destroys the giveaways. I'm like, let's go to AJ. Like AJ's always doing these crypto giveaways, and he's good at it, but he gets people to do it. So I don't know, AJ. Show me the way. Show me the way, AJ, crypto millionaire. I'm never gonna put crypto millionaire in my description, so people track me down. Headband, didn't you just had a different profile pic? This guy has ADHD on profile pictures, changes them every 2 seconds. I can't keep up with his profile picture. All right, awesome. Headband did the giveaway. Let's go. But yeah, so you're gonna get 2 winners: bag of coffee, bullish Dragon Ball Z figurine that you can put on your desk to remind yourself to be powerful and bullish, and sticker. Ticker Bitcoin, $10. And all you have to do is just freaking sign up for the exchange that I actually like to trade on. I actually like to trade on the most. But yeah. Okay. I don't know. Is there anything else we should cover today? Anything else we should cover? Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Yeah, ticker bit. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm a ticker Bitcoin could trillionaire. Ticker Bitcoin kaflillionaire. This is my like bullish best case scenario here for Bitcoin for the weekly candles. I think a weekly candle pumping back up to the 117 resistance is fair, and then we can maybe potentially just continue on a bullish candle going up to the recent all-time high resistance, and then we just do a nice like bullish green candle going up, very similar to this pattern here, and we essentially just trade up into this channel. We pump up to 133,000. We could possibly consolidate back down to 120. We could, it doesn't have to mimic this exact pattern, but it at least gives us a nice channel to trade in up to 150 to create, some resistance up at these top levels, create a new price structure. Curious to see what would happen with Ethereum at the same time, because Ethereum is looking like we said, like it wants to trade right up into that 1618, looking good. I'm looking at the legacy stuff that's on ETH, but then also I'm eyeing Solana. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, the Treasure thing. I would love to partner up with Treasure directly. I'm just going to contact him. Because I think it would be it aligns with what I believe in, is like you should be holding most of your crypto. Like you need to be holding your crypto, like stock, just have it in a safe spot. And I would love to partner with MetaMask and Treasure. That would be really cool, because that's what I talk about it all the time, and I always direct people to it, and they should be paying me money to to talk about it. It's crazy. These companies get free promotion constantly. Gotta freaking pay. All right. So, yeah. It is funny. It's like crypto is like one of those places where it's like you could just be giving free promotion constantly and not realize that other people are getting paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to talk about stuff. But I'd rather it not be scammy stuff. I want to talk about the things that I use. It's usually the right way to go. That's why it's like the things that I use the most is what I'm actually going to promote. I've tried all the different exchanges. I've been, offered the partner, whatever, the affiliate program thing. Promote the exchange. And I've used them, and I end up just narrowing it down to like, what do I actually like and what do I use and what do I think has probably like the best functionality and value. And then that's what I narrowed it down to. That's why I ended up choosing OURBIT, because I used all the other stuff. And I'm like, hey, this actually just, it functions well. The deposits, the withdrawals, they've been very, very fast. It's validated really quickly. It has all the coins that I like, the network functionality. And I've had more people sign up with this particular exchange than I have with all the other ones, even though the links are right there. And I'm promoting all of them equally. This one has gotten more clicks. So I go off that as well. I go off that too. So that's direct market metrics. Let's see. Crypto bubbles, things are on the hourly kind of pushing down. It's kind of pushing down a little bit. So, whoa. So on the daily, we had Pith up 60%. I missed that. Whoa, I missed that one. I've been so focused on Crow, I was kind of not paying attention to the other altcoins. Just paying attention to the ones that I'm holding, which is natural. But yeah, Pith Network, this thing is up 60%. 60%. Is this one of the coins that is held by World Liberty Financial? No, I think this was the ones that they're holding in here was like EOS, Mantle, and I think at one point they did have some. Yeah, they have Ondo. Yeah, Ondo, Mantle, EOS. I thought at one point they had some Pith, but I think Pith is actually on. Pith is on Solana, correct? Isn't Pith on Solana? Isn't that like a Solana coin? Yes. Yeah, because Pith is like a it's like doing the, let's see, yeah, Pith, the Pith network, largest fast growing first party Oracle network. Yeah, Pith is like the chain link of Solana. Okay. dApps across 40 delivers real-time market data, providing it across the cryptocurrencies, equities, ETFs, FX, forex pairs, currency pairs, commodities. Okay, cool. So let's see. Major new: the U.S. Commerce Department boosts Pith network with economic data initiative. Okay, so that happened with Sol too. So this is what was interesting, is that this happened with Chainlink, but also with Pith. So they use Pith and Chainlink. Okay. So maybe we should be tracking. We should be tracking Pith. Okay. Nice. All-time high was $1.21. Then that lower high was pushing to 40 or 54 cents. We did a fib all the way down to the high to the low. I'd say like 75 cents is a decent target to be eyeing. Fair target to eye. Lot of volume came in on the weekly. That's good. RSI looks like it's in a good spot. Kind of, yeah, just going up to that 382, 50 cents. Yeah, Pith is looking pretty good. Not looking too bad. All right, let's see how many people we have watching across all platforms. Let's see. Nice, we got 80 people watching on X. Let's go. Hopefully my microphone sounds good. Let's see. Okay, it sounds better. I've been still playing with it. This thing, I've been trying to dial this thing in. I want to get it to sound best as I can. Especially making videos, because that's the one thing I can't stand, is like not feeling like my sound is dialed in. Especially being like a sound guy. It's like, dude, you like get it together. Let's see. Always got to check these charts, because this is what dictates a lot of the price action right now, is these freaking ETFs. So, okay, Bitcoin buying, not a lot. Slowed down a little bit, but at least they're buying, not selling too much. Okay, good. Ethereum buying a lot. That's good. Solana, they're buying. Not a lot, 1.6 mil. Nothing too crazy. But it's starting to get up there. Pretty soon, I think we'll probably see, I don't know, which one do you think you're going to see on this list next? XRP? Chainlink? I don't know. Litecoin? What's going to be the next one on here? Your guess is as good as mine. So on Zero Hedge, Ether may target 5,200 amid Bitcoin's crab walk. So Ethereum's rally past 4,300 signals robust ecosystem demand and the potential onset of an altcoin season. And so Bitcoin is expected to trade in the 110, 120 range over the next 1 to 2 weeks, while Ethereum looks stronger with targets between 4,600 and 5,200. I'm calling for more of that 5,700 level. I think once we break, we'll just it could run really fast into that 618. Those fib levels are crazy. It's insane how sometimes that price will just go boom and it'll hit right on it. So yeah, it's looking good. And then we had that whale. Remember that whale did that rotation and everyone was focused on that, but that's kind of that's been happening. And that's signified by the BTC ratio chart. And then you can even now look and say, oh dang, like the Link BTC chart is looking good. It was trending down. It was in a descending, channel here. Descending channel. Going down. Finding some kind of bottom. Did it find a bottom? So it's looking good. ETH BTC, that was always the signal that we were like coming into another ETH season, getting back up to those levels. Same with Sol. Sol potentially has seen now a double bottom on the BTC ratio chart. Last time we did that, look at the potential of what we did. We did a 464% move to the upside. If we do a 460% move to the upside from the bottom, then that would bring us up to the first or the third 618 right here. So that would bring us into the first 1618 off of the weekly fib extension from the bull market high of the Sol BTC ratio down to the bottom. It actually gives us a pump right into the 1618. So I'm not selling nothing until we get for altcoins until we get the ratios pumping up to exactly these levels of the fib extension, which is like the first 1618. So I'm waiting for all of that for the first 1618 for altcoins. And essentially it's going to basically be like when this portfolio right here says like 50K or more, that's probably like when we're going to want to, we'll be like, okay, hell yeah, we might start selling a little bit. All right, so how many people have actually participated in the giveaway? We got the giveaway right here. Here's the giveaway link. Super easy. Oh yeah, let's go. First one, ranching in the house. Might be sipping on some Beancoin coffee here soon. Let's go. So yeah, make sure you guys are participating in this because you can win $10, 10 tickets to the gun show, 10 tickets to the show, to the Bitcoin show. So also one bag of Beancoin coffee, one sticker, and 2 bullish Dragon Ball Z figures. I mean, that's the coolest giveaway ever right now. So check it out. Very simple. Just do what this guy did. He signed up. He got his UI. He's got his UI, and then I know exactly who to contact. You're right here. So then I can just DM you. We can communicate. Send me your PO box. And so to just caveat all this back to the original bullish news and just kind of what I've been very focused on is I really do think, and also if you didn't see the video that we posted earlier today, it was just another walk and talk video. We like doing these. These are fun. We thought they would do good. Walking around, but maybe I just need to put a shirt on, but I'm trying to get some sun in the morning. And someone was like, "Are you walking around naked?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, I'm walking around naked in my neighborhood." No, I'm freaking wearing shorts, bro. Calm down. But yeah, we were talking about Crow, and we were talking about how crypto.com as an app, if you remember, was an application in a crypto app that survived all of the attacks, like survived a lot of the bear market capitulation stuff. And so I attribute that company to be one of the stronger crypto companies. They're based out of Singapore, but I think the ties in America now, like, you know, with what we're looking at here, you know, this major strategy, Crow strategy, it's basically like a Bitcoin strategy, like Michael Saylor style, but with Crow. And so the thing that I've was tuning in on is basically this: the sheer size and structure of this project will encompass more than the entire current market capitalization of Crow, which is at 10 billion. With the additional commitments of over 400 million in cash and a further 5 billion line of credit, facilitate to acquire additional Crow, says Chris Marzalek, co-founder and CEO of Crypto.com. This, combined with share lockups by each party and the Treasury's validator strategy, make it a unique and compelling offering compared to all other digital asset treasuries. So it's massive. It's huge. More than just $6.4 billion, like if you think about it in the long run. So, and then what's really interesting about the Crow strategies is Trump Media Group strategy is committed to strategically investing for the future by connecting traditional investment opportunities with digital asset ecosystems. So they are going to be implementing this into the Trump media company, the Truth Social. So they're going to be using the chain in some way, and also there's going to be Crow functionality inside Truth Social. So it's huge. So yeah, I'm really bullish Crow, and then you can kind of get, and then if you want to go in the trench and just go to the Kronos chain now, because now you can start thinking about maybe do you want to build something on Crow? Do you want to be here on Crow before everyone starts to rotate in? All the, you know, people from Solana, people from Ethereum, people from whatever chain, they start rotating in here. So we talked about it the other day. We mentioned some of the things like Loaded Lion, Crob. But yeah, this is interesting. Yes, I know about that. There was a whole controversy. They unburned 70 billion coins. Maybe it was because they were getting ready for this massive like partnership and acquired like treasury thing, and it had to do with something. It was, yeah, there, I remember, I know what you're talking about, yeah, because it had to do with the actual on the Kronos ecosystem, like the Kronos chain, and let's look it up. Crow unburning coins. Let's see. Billions of Crow will burn. Keep adding Crow. Let's see. This person thinks that they're burning Crow. So Crow quarterly burn formula. Target 1% total supply burned. 1 billion Crow burned each quarter. Quarterly burn. For Crypto.com, these members, let's see. Well, yeah, we'll have to dive in a little bit more to that, but I know exactly what you're talking about because, yeah, I was like, okay, I get that. That could be a little bit controversial. And so let's look. Let's look at the chart again. Let's look at this chart again. Now, if it were to trade into a channel like it's doing, or if it even mimics a little bit of what just happened in this run, and goes up to test into that order block resistance, gives us another weekly push, and then we get another weekly push, because you got to remember, like, some of these, I mean, stocks have been doing this. Push up 30%, 60%. Some of these IPOs going up 350%. So what makes you think Crow, that just got this massive investment, is not going to do the same thing? It's obviously speculation, you know. I could be totally wrong, but I think another 200% move pushing up to $1 is super fair. But we also have to know that, like, we could hit resistance here, we could bing bong, we could hit down there again, hit that, you know, support, then crush up. Got to be in it for the long term. Got to be in it for the long term. And this is every altcoin. This is not just your altcoin. It's every altcoin. Every altcoin had to go through this. Every altcoin got destroyed. Got destroyed here. It pumped up a little bit here, got destroyed again. We've gotten rugged, you know, basically, you know, the entire market a few different times. So if you can survive through all of that, then you should be able to hold long enough to be able to get your money back, but then also a little bit more. So, Speed Demon. I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Speed Demon. That's why I was like, I just have my. Yeah, I know you want that coffee, Ranch. I'm probably you're gonna automatically win, but we do have to be fair. But you might just win by default by being the only one that signed up. So, because what I'm gonna do is get the UIs, and I'm gonna run it through a random picker, like the whatever you call it. I don't know why. Did they just like delete my... Oh, there it is. Ticker Beancoin. There we go. Let's go. So yeah, this is my silent project. I know you like that. You like that scribble. Well, I mean, this is like fair. I think we could pump up, you know, we do this. We can, I mean, who knows? We could go down there. But I think that we have a very good chance. I mean, we have a pretty dang good chance of Crow getting past $1. There's a lot of coins that we're holding right now that we want to go to $1, and I love it. It's like, just go to $1. All right, let's see if we got more people on the giveaway. Anyone else? Anyone else? It's just Ranch It. You gotta post it in here. I know about more than half of you on here right now have not used OURBIT yet, and you just like haven't pulled the trigger, and it's going to end up becoming your favorite exchange to use. But remember, don't marry any exchange. I don't care how much you like it. You just use it for a little bit, and then send your coins right out. If you make some money, send it right out. DCA. That's what's cool about exchanges. It doesn't matter which one you use. Like, say you make a good trade, take the money, and then what's cool is you can go, oh, look, I can transfer that money into my spot bag now, go from futures to spot, transfer out the money, and then go to spot. Then you go to spot, and you look and you go, wow, I can buy Bitcoin, ETH, I can buy XRP, I can DCA right from here. Then take that money, take that coin, and then send it out right to your wallet. That should be your play. That should be your strategy for forever. Anytime you're trading or you're using exchanges, you made some money, cool. Boom, put it in your DCA wallet and then call it a day. It needs to be exactly like that. Because then you're not like bamboozled or sidelined or whatever. It's just, you got it in the seed phrase, and then you can upload that seed phrase and back it up to whatever the heck device you have. And you lock it down. You lock it down. We have an easy 3 steps for successful bull run Google sheet that I should just share. Actually, I should just share this. Let me share this. Anyone with the link should be able to, let me see, copy the link, Okay, so anyone with the link, copy link. Just for share, just for this. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure whenever you click on this, it just goes right to that. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna give you access to. Oh, did it actually? Oh, that's fun. Okay, so I wanted to use ChatGPT to make a ETH ecosystem map, and this is funny. I need to open this. Open with Brave. Oh, what? Where the heck? I'm starting to get very frustrated with ChatGPT. Okay. Let's see if it did. So all I did was said, can you make me an Ethereum ecosystem map? That's all I asked it to do. So I was like, I wonder what it'll do. So this is interesting. It said waiting for crypto, Ethereum ecosystem. It says infrastructure. It's got ENS. It's got ENS. So Ethereum name service. I don't know what those are. And then here you go. You got Chainlink. You got it looks as it says Pyth. AP13. Scaling, you got Arbitrum, cool. We got Polygon, DeFi, Aave, Lido DAO, got Uniswap. For NFTs, it's got Rarible, Blur, OpenSea. But the logos are so messed up. This is funny. The wallets, it's got Trust Wallet, and that's not Rabby Wallet. What wallet is that? What logo is that? Is that Rainbow Wallet? Is that trying to be like Rainbow Wallet? That's probably trying to reference Rainbow Wallet. Then we have MetaMask, the OG MetaMask. And then for gaming, it's got Gala, Axie Infinity, wallets there, Trust, another wallet section for some reason with Decentraland. It's so funny. Yeah, so it almost got it. See, it tries its best when you try and command it to make things, but at least, it kind of gives you an idea. But I wish it was a lot better than that, because there's a lot of mistakes in there. But that's funny. But yeah, I think it's trying to reference Rainbow Wallet. That's funny. Yeah, I try and test AI. I try and test this ChatGPT, see how far it can go. Like when I ask it to do something, can it do it, without me having to re-prompt it, 17 times. Let me know if that link worked, the document, so then you can see like just this is like your, constant reminder that there's really only 3 simple steps. Diversify, have multiple exchanges and wallets set up, and a hodling and taking profit strategy. Yeah, I've heard that Rainbow Wallet and Rabby Wallet are some of the best wallets, kind of like in competition. We've actually we like the Brave Wallet. I do like the Brave Wallet. I like that it's got the the different functionalities. I think it's a little clunky when you're trying to find stuff inside there, which is the whole like basic like user interface functionality that a lot of these wallets like just need to focus on, is like, don't make people freak out like they just lost all their crypto. Like make sure the stuff updates properly, and like it doesn't look like everything just got, MetaMask would do this all the time where you would have your crypto all like you imported all your tokens, you had everything looking good, and all of a sudden you had to freaking reinstall the MetaMask on your and re-import the freaking wallet because some kind of error happened. And so you had to re-import it and then have to re-import all your tokens to get the view again. Finally, then they uploaded and then made the dashboard so where you can view it in the dashboard through the app or through the web browser on there. And then that thing was clunky and didn't update everything properly. And you had networks and tokens in there that weren't showing up. And it's like, oh my God. So we're in early stages still, I think, of people just being able to go to a place where they can just see their freaking token balances properly, and also can like make sure that like you're not like viewing a lot of like scam tokens that have been sent to your wallet, and just all that stuff. It's what people are going to have to deal with, and hopefully not have to deal with, that are new coming into crypto. Stuff like that. All right, let's see. I want to see any other new entries in here. I want to see some UIs. Ranchin's about to get 2 bags of coffee and a bunch of Dragon Ball Z figurines if he's the only one that's gonna play this game here. Now, I will say, I have used ChatGPT to make an indicator, and I should play with it a little bit more, because if you just keep like coding, you keep adjusting it, you say, hey, that didn't work, it's giving me this error message, and you have to prompt it again with the error message. And I've used it also, ChatGPT, with my websites where I'm like, I want something to work and it's not working, or it's like, oh, this is displaying in this way. And you just say, this is displaying in this way. Can you fix the code? And then eventually you'll get to the right code, and then it'll work. You just have to keep training it. You just have to keep prompting it. Some are saying that Grok is a little faster with the coding, in terms of like certain types of coding. So it just depends, because each model is different. So you have to play around with them a little bit. And really you just use a combination of both. Like you just like, hey, like get some code from Grok, get some code from ChatGPT, fusion them together, and then you're really rocking. Then you are using everything full stack. So, yeah. But thanks again, guys. You're hitting the like button. I really do appreciate it. Make sure that I'll remind you again, we are doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is sign up with my link. You register with OURBIT. You send me your UI in the chat, in the comment section here on this post, and you'll be rewarded with some really amazing stuff. Some amazing stuff. Let's go. All right, I think that's it. I think that's all we're going to cover today. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you go to all the necessary links in the description. This is the best way to support the channel. You can go and visit these links right here. We got our crypto.com link. We figured, hey, we're going to start being even more bullish. Crypto.com. Get you guys to sign up and check out the app. Use our code in the description, and you will be rewarded with a $10 of Bitcoin or Crow. I can't remember what it is. It's either Crow or Bitcoin when you make your first deposit, and all of that good jazz. And then, like I said, we're doing the giveaway with OURBIT, so then you just use that link in the description also, and then you just have to go to that post. Follow me on x.com, which is at DanoCrypto904. And you can participate in that giveaway. But we really do appreciate you guys. If you're new or you haven't used any of these links in the description, it is the best way to directly support the live stream and the channel. Helps keep the lights on and all that good stuff. And we just hope you guys have a good rest of the day. God bless you and your families, and may the light of the Lord Jesus Christ shine on you and your families, and you have the strength, the will, and the determination to go through the rest of the week feeling abundant, strong, and confident in your plan of getting out of debt, getting more assets, investing, learning how to use this AI, building your company that you've been wanting to build, getting to the next level of where you know you can achieve greatness. Let's go, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Hey everyone. I just wanted to show you a really quick metric that I found fascinating. So 41% of the people that have been watching this channel and actually liking the channel and the content have not subscribed. 41% of you, but I will say 58% of you subscribed. Amazing. You guys are doing awesome. But I want to say that the people that are not subscribed yet, please, won't you consider subscribing to the channel and joining the Dojo crew, where we are educating ourselves. We're in the markets every single day. We're live streaming Monday through Friday, and we're also posting content on a daily basis that is keeping up with these cryptocurrency markets. And this is where the money is flowing right now, guys. So if you want to get these updates and you want to be ahead of the game, I suggest you start subscribing and dinging the bell to be notified whenever I go live and post content, because you do not want to miss it.
And you know what? If it doesn't happen, and for some reason the charts change,
Little trade another day.
and tomorrow I'm the biggest bear out there, so be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Live to trade another day. Live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy out everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future. Up early just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Nah, I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna. Cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances, and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up in mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Don't be scared, G. Like paid in full, get your bread, B. Cold wallet full of crypto, yeah. Big Lebowski. Can't forget to tip the waitress. Fur and loathing in Las Vegas. Tupac told us about the changes. People hating on your greatness. Mansion looking hella spacious. Shoes, they ain't got no laces. This the Aquarius age. Life happen in different phases. Out with money, in with crypto, analog to digital. Could've been rich, but you was scared. What a imbecile. Say you want a miracle, but you bet the minimal. Should've bet it all. Hell no. in the market. No, sir, I'm not trying to scare you. Seeking and searching, I need some more money. AI is scary, make us look like dummies. Serious about profit, I need it, I'm hungry. My music all over, but I'm from the country. Bank account thicker than Manuka honey. Got multiple wallets, don't go in my pocket. Either's a favorite, but I don't discriminate. Scared to get money, get the hell up out my face. You win some, you lose some. But you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. You win some, you lose some. But you live to trade another day.
Live to make another play.
Win some,
Another day.
you lose some.
Another play. Live to trade another day. Live to make another play.
Win some,
Another day.
you lose some.
Another play. Live to trade another. Live to trade another day.
Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some. But you live to trade another day. Live to make another play.
Live to trade another day. Live to trade another. Live to trade another.